Alright, hi all my beanie weenies, welcome back to my channel, it's me, Hotdogs, and this is a video that isn't normal, it's not really related to The Sims at all, it's more so just related to reality TV, and I'm just going to be doing a little review of Love Island Season 2, USA. So I'm not too sure even how long this video is going to be, whether it's going to be 5 minutes, 15 minutes, who really knows, and I don't really have a full agenda of what I want to talk about. But I guess first let's start off by talking about Love Island as a whole. I started watching it probably around season 3 UK, when they had that other villa, the one that I haven't built. I started watching it during then, and I actually really liked it, the one that had like Miss Britain on it, or whatever. And I really enjoyed it, and I had watched it the past few seasons pretty much, leading up to since then. I started watching it because I had been really into Big Brother, and I watched all of Big Brother UK and Celebrity Big Brother UK, and that kind of introduced me to like Geordie Shore, and then I slowly got into Love Island. I really like ITV, that's like my channel. I love This Morning. But so yeah, I started watching it that way, and I was really into it. Nowadays, honestly, not so much. I feel like each season of Love Island UK has gotten progressively worse. And the people just get more fake, and the romance doesn't seem like romance, and I don't know. I will say that I do love all the hosts. I feel really sorry about Caroline Flack. I think that's just tragic, and all of the suicides that have come from Love Island UK are tragic, and it makes the show a little bit creepy to watch, honestly, and a bit worrisome. And I think that was kind of on everyone's mind in the last season. I don't really know if they've announced that there will be a new one, but it really did put a damper on the whole thing. But I do love the new host that they brought in. Lauren? Is that her name? I don't really know. I barely watched the winter edition. Just because I couldn't really get into it. I don't know. I'm not too sure why. I kind of feel that way a lot about Love Island seasons. I'm kind of hot or cold on them. I'm either like, oh, I'm going to watch every single episode, or like, meh. Hopefully you guys didn't feel that way about my Love Island series. If you're brought to this video and you don't know, I did my own Love Island series on The Sims. That's what I mainly do on this channel, and I'll post a little link either at the end of the video and somewhere else of the series. But yeah, I'm really hot and cold on them, so I did kind of start falling off. However, I have also seen the Australian and the American ones. When I kind of saw the Australian ones, I saw the first season, and I actually really enjoyed it. My boyfriend actually watched that one weirdly. He doesn't like Love Island, but he will put up with it because it has a lot of like tits and ass and naked dudes and stuff. So he'll put up with it and watch it. It's like really, really, really softcore porn. But he did watch that one and enjoyed it, and I really liked that one too. But when it came to the second season, I just couldn't get into it for the same issue. All of them felt superficial. All of it felt fake. And I didn't really like it. And then that brings us to Love Island US. So I saw the first season. I was pretty excited for it when it was coming out, being brought to the US. I thought maybe it would have something new, something different, because a lot of international shows don't really work here in America. We don't really get a lot of them. Like Love Island is really strange of like breaking the boundaries, being able to get onto a streaming service. It's kind of the only really way anyone saw it was through Hulu. I had just been watching foreign television already, so I had already knew about it, but that's kind of how it got big here, and then plus Euphoria talking about it and stuff like that. So I was interested to see if they would put any like changes to it or what they would do. And all they really did the first season was make it super family friendly. I thought it was like really boring. I didn't connect with any of the islanders. It rained like every single day there. It just like wasn't it for me. It was really short too, which I don't know if that helped it or not. I didn't really like anyone, except I did enjoy the winners. I did like who won that season. I thought they had a cute little story, but that's how I felt about season 1 of Love Island US. It was cute. It was alright. Season 2, however, which is what brings us here, just finished. It ended up premiering a week before mine did, and mine ended a week after it did. So we finished right around the same time, which was really good timing on my part. And I really liked the season. I was really surprised. I loved that it was in Las Vegas, strangely. I thought the hotel, the villa that they had was amazing. I thought it made it really fun, the backdrops and everything. And I've been to Vegas. I went to Vegas for my 21st birthday party. And I stayed at the Bellagio, which was like really weird to see it like right across the street from Love Island. I had like been like at that hotel, so it was kind of weird to see Love Island location somewhere I've been to. But it was really cool, so it was kind of fun to actually kind of picture myself there and stuff like that. So I loved it being in Las Vegas, even though it wasn't even on an island. I at least thought they should have changed the like title screen to not be on a beach, but whatever. And I thought they stepped up the drama so much. Like, the way they introduced all the boys being at a really young age and being a lot younger than the girls, and then them knowing Casa Amor was going to happen. And so when Casa Amor happens, they bring in all these older guys that the girls have been longing for, and they bring in all these, like, easy girls into the Casa Amor house for the boys. And I just thought the casting, why did I say it that way? The casting was actually really good, especially to be from Robin Casting Inc. I watch a lot of Big Brother, and I don't normally like the casting on there. But the casting for this was actually really good. Like, it would be people that would be on Big Brother that I wouldn't like. But I don't really like showmances on that show, but obviously it's what you're looking for in Love Island, so it works, and I really enjoyed it. I thought the casting was really great, and the producing was really great this time around, and that was really surprising to see. I am going to go through each individual cast member and talk about them as well, though. First, really quick, let's talk about the house. I think I am going to rebuild the season 1 and this house in The Sims, potentially. If I ever did a season 2 of Love Island, maybe that's where I would place it. We'll see, but I do kind of want to build those sets eventually. It might take some time getting there. I have a lot of projects in the way first. But I loved the house. I thought it was really cool. My only really gripe or question is, where's the bathroom? Like, they show the bathroom. I know it's like upstairs, like sort of near the hot tub area, the secret hot tub. Like, how do you get up there? I looked at the floor plans. Where's the staircase up to the bathroom? It bothered me every single episode. I don't know if anyone else is like that, but I like am obsessed with like sets, and I mean, obviously I build a lot in The Sims and I recreate a lot of things like that, so I pay attention, and that confused me every single episode. But besides that, the house location was great. When it comes to the host and the narrator guy, Ariel Vandenberg, I think is cute. I think she's a lot campier than the other hosts are in the other versions. A lot of them are kind of just more dramatic and sexy, and she's just kind of like, I'm cute and quirky. And it's okay. I get that that's like the vibe they go for on Love Island. And I think she's so much more tolerable than Matthew Hoffman, who's the like narrator of the show. He kills me. Like, the UK guy was okay. I honestly don't remember the Australian one. If I'm perfectly honest, I don't remember the narration for that. But the UK one doesn't really bother me, mainly because I can understand what he's saying, and then it shows the Islanders, and they're like, and I never know what they're saying half the time. So I don't mind the UK narrator, even though his jokes are, stupid. But Matthew Hoffman grinds my gears. Like, oh my god, his jokes are horrible. His voice is like, it just like hits like a certain tone in my ear, and it hurts, and I don't know, I just don't approve of him. My boyfriend hates it. He like will not watch the show, the American one, because of his narration. I feel like probably a lot of people that don't like Love Island, that's probably their number one gripe about it. It's not the idea of the show, the premise. It's not the Islanders. It's probably the narrator. He sucks and he's horrible. I'm gonna go down the list of Islanders for this season, and I'm just going to go in the order that's on the CBS app, so it's kind of a random order. But I'm going to be showing pictures up on the screen, obviously. But first we have Pat Albasha, who I do not remember at all. I'm assuming he came during the Casa Amor twist, but I have no recollection of him. And he looks like he just smelled something stanky, and he's trying to be cute through it, but not that good. Caitlin Anderson. I actually loved her. I was so sad she was the first one to go. I thought she was really genuine. I thought she wasn't annoying. I thought she actually could think about things and was rational and reminded me of myself in the house. So to see her go first was sad, but I also think it kind of makes sense why she went home first. I feel like normally really annoying people get through on Love Island. So I'm not really surprised she kind of stood her ground. She was firm. No wonder any of the guys didn't pick her. Next we have Vivens, which, what a name. Like, what a name. I actually did like him, I'm pretty sure. He came during Casa Amor too, if I'm correct. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know. But I remember liking him, and that's about it. Is he the one that was like wanting to be with Mackenzie? I don't know. Laken Call, I did not like. I hated how her face was one color, like really bright, and then her body was super dark. She looked like a ghost. She looked creepy. Just because of that. I actually think she's really pretty, but her makeup was something else. It was crazy. I think she kind of reminded me of like an Allison in my season, where she came in right at the very end, and you just couldn't really connect with her, even though she was like there in the finals, and you're like, you know, you did make it far, like good for you. And I really liked her. I really liked the couple she ended up being in. I thought they were genuine, and I wish them the best of luck. I think they actually have good chemistry, but it's like, you came in so late, I don't know who you are, therefore it makes it really hard for me to root for you. Calvin Cobb, I don't know. I don't believe him. I think he's cute. I think his modeling pictures are hot. I really like his freckles. He's really nice. But like the dancing and the way he talks, like, come here, girl. And I don't know, I just don't really like him that much. I don't really find him very genuine. That shower scene though with him and Moira, like, what was that? Did they do that often? Like, I feel like they were never that sexy, and then just on the last day they're like, like in the shower together. That was bizarre. Laurel Coogan, our English Islander that came this year. I really liked the other ones that came last year too. I think it was it Just the Boy? I like that they kind of mixed that up. She really brought the drama. She knew what she was doing. I loved when she came, her entrance, everything. Her eyeliner was questionable, but she was everything. The drama she brought was so much fun. Of course, I'm not surprised that she ended up getting the boot eventually, but she was everything. She was like one of the highlights of the season for me. I loved her. Next we have one of our, and there are going to be spoilers, sorry. One of the winners, Caleb Corprew. What a name. I loved him. I thought he was so nice. I love that he was all about family. I was shipping for him and Justine the whole time. We'll get more about them at the very end of the video, I guess, but I really liked him. Mackenzie Dipman. What a last name. Her boobs look painful, okay? They look so big and hard and meaty. God, they were crazy. Mackenzie was so much fun. She was like the Alana of the season. She was wild. I love the, why would America do this to me? Why would America pick him? That was like one of the best moments of the season. And it's like, duh, bitch, that's why America picked him. For this right here, we wanted to see you cry. And she really gave it to us. She gave us what we wanted and then questioned why we wanted it. But that was why. I actually am really glad her and Connor are still together. They're a cute couple. He deserves her crazy, I guess. If he'll put up with it, he deserves it. Then we have Trey Forte. I don't know how to say his name. But I really liked him. I really liked him at the beginning of the season. I thought he was like he was just really dramatic. He was with every girl. He was like not genuine at all, but I still kind of liked it. If I was in the villa, I wouldn't be getting with him. But I like seeing him go on like a kissing spree at the beginning. I'm not surprised it didn't last, but I like seeing him just kiss everyone. Laurel Goldman, I thought was annoying. Sorry. I didn't like Carrington either, and how they like got all the way to the finals, I don't know. Like, they weren't a good couple. Carrington, I didn't think Carrington was as big as a douche as everyone else did. But I just thought he was so boring. He was so bland. And I didn't find him that cute either. I didn't find her very cute. I was not a fan of the two of them. I think she's sweet, but I don't get why she was with him, like, at all. Ooh, and my phone is messing up. Anyway, next we got Julia Hall. I thought she was beautiful, and that's about it. Like, I didn't know what kind of personality she had. I didn't know anything about her. I don't know why no one picked her. Maybe because they thought the same thing. But that was it. She was pretty. DeAndre was annoying. I didn't like him. I thought he was loud. I thought he seemed nice. He seemed actually nice, but he just seemed annoying. I think like our signs weren't compatible or something. We wouldn't have clicked. At least from the footage I saw of him. No thanks. Mike Jinkerson. I don't remember. Sorry, Mike. Don't remember you. Rachel Lundell. I loved Rachel. I thought she was... I just hit myself with the microphone. I loved Rachel. I thought she was really pretty. I thought she was cute. I hated the feud between her and Justine. I thought that was like really weird and gross. I was like, of all people to feud with, why would you pick her? It seemed really stupid. I didn't really understand that. So when she left, I was kind of happy. Like, I would rather Justine stay than her. It kind of put like a bad taste in my mouth after. And I was sad about it, but I really liked her when she was in the house up until that moment. James Mccool. Is his real last name Mccool? It can't be. James, I feel like, well, at first, like, while watching the show, I thought he just got a bad edit. I was like, maybe he's, like, not actually going crazy. I thought Moira kind of looked like the villain in that scenario. I was like, she just got so cold on him so quickly, and he's, like, obviously confused. Like, no wonder he wouldn't be. He's, like, panicking. He doesn't want to go home. So I thought maybe he just got the bad edit. Then I have watched a few episodes of After the Island or whatever, the like little interview online thing with the two girls, the winner and the other girl from last season of Love Island US. I do watch that, and when he was on there, he was just as crazy. He was still crazy and wild, and that was unedited, and he was really psycho and uncomfortable to watch. So no, I don't think it's the edit. I think he's actually just crazy, and I don't like him. That kind of settled it for me. Like, on the show, I was like still kind of feeling bad for him, but after watching him outside of the show, still being crazy, no thanks. Okay, now we have Johnny Middlebrooks. I have mixed feelings about Johnny. One, how is he only 22? He looks so much older than 22. I'm 26 and he's 22. How does that work? Johnny. I don't blame him for what he did in Casa Amor. I really don't. I know a lot of girls will probably hate that, and a lot of people hated him for it. But like, he was getting a hot girl thrown at him. I think quarantine and everything really honestly did play an effect on this season. I think like being locked in a hotel for a month, not being able to see anyone, and then being like released onto that, having girls throwing themselves at you. I don't blame him for what he did in Casa Amor. Coming back from Casa Amor, the way he handled it, I get why he himself thought he genuinely handled it correctly. Did he? No, obviously not. I think everyone kind of knows that, but that's kind of what cost them the game. But I think the biggest takeaway from Casa Amor is that we know it's going to happen on the outside. I think the biggest surprise waiting would be if they stayed together, him and Sally. But I think Casa Amor proved that on the outside he's going to do the same thing. I think that's why it upset everyone. I don't think everyone was really shocked that he did that in Casa Amor, but it just kind of makes you wonder if he'll do that outside. And I get kind of why Sally would want to be blissfully unaware of that, but that's kind of how it came off, was that she knew what was up, but she was just blissfully unaware. So I have mixed feelings. I'm going to talk about that a little bit more at the end. Justine, like I said, I loved her. She needs to stop wearing her hair up because she has really big ears. I should not say comments like that, but I feel like that's such a big part of the show. Like, when I'm describing other house guests on Big Brother and stuff like that, I don't ever really talk about that, but I feel like Love Island's like a weird beauty contest. Like, they're in their bikinis and bathing suits, shirtless, trying to be hot and sexy the whole entire series. It's kind of hard not to judge them on their looks. But she is beautiful, though. And I found her really relatable. She was really genuine. I believed the couple and I believed the love there, and I get why she won completely. She's the first black winner to win along with Caleb, and that I think is amazing, especially while it's going on in the same season as Big Brother 22 right now, and all of that is pretty wild. But I really am happy for her. I'm really glad they win. I hope they work out on the outside. I'm going to be keeping track. I really do like her. I loved her story where in the beginning, like, I thought she was going to go home in the beginning of the season. For her to not go home, for her to find love after doubting that she ever will, is really nice. And I love that she was the winner, and I think she's been the winner for a while. Jalen, I don't get why he went for Mackenzie. Of all the people, you're like, I want to go for the crazy one. I think that was just a TV thing. Why would he do that? He is really cute and he was really nice. I love the advice he gave everyone. He seemed like a really nice person to be around, which, I don't know, I feel like in the UK one, there's never like this many nice people. They're like, oh, what a good person I want to be with. And this season had a lot of those, and Jalen was one of those. Aaron, I don't care about. Who's Aaron? Carrington, like I said before, bland. Super bland. I don't think he was even that big of a douchebag. He was just bland. Snooze. I would ignore him in real life. Gigi. Super cute. She's so tiny. So cute, so full of personality. She's so small that her personality like explodes from her body. I thought she was so much fun. They didn't really show enough of her, but I'd love to hear more about her afterwards. Kirsten, I thought should have stayed with Carrington, honestly, because she was just as bland as he was. Those before and after pictures of her are something. She had the same problem of Mackenzie as looking very hard. Hugging her seemed very uncomfortable. And she was just so boring. I thought she deserved Carrington. They deserved each other. They were just so boring. I feel like if they ever got together, they wouldn't even like talk. They would just sit in a room together quietly, and that's perfect for them. All right, and now we have Mercedes. Initially, I didn't like Mercedes, obviously. She was very annoying. Do I think I would have liked her in person? No. I watched her after Island thing, and I didn't even really like her that much because she kept going on and on, making herself a victim, which I didn't really like. But after the season, looking back, she was like one of the key parts of the season. She really made it. She really set the drama. She made Casa Amor, and I think without her, it wouldn't have been a successful Casa Amor. She really did that. She was great. I think she's actually a fun girl, and I think she had, I don't know, I just loved her character. I really want to see her on The Challenge. I think she'd be great on that. I want to see her on other things. I think out of a lot of them, she screams reality star for sure. She was so much fun to watch. I really liked her. She's like a love to hate kind of person. More so than, Johnny was or something like that. She was a lovable love to hate. I really liked her. Bennett, I thought was super hot. He was really hot. That's about as far as that went. But he was really hot. Cher, I didn't like. I thought she was really pretty. But I thought her and Calvin, I already don't find Calvin genuine. I found her extremely boring. And was like just with Calvin to get into the villa. I didn't think they'd actually have a connection. I'm not surprised they broke up and that she got sent home because like they didn't have a connection. They just locked up. I think Calvin knew that he was boring and was worried Moira would get with someone else, as Moira had dropped someone for him to begin with. So it's not above her to do so. So I think he was just worried. She was worried. They picked each other. And once she had the first opportunity to go home, she did. I found Cher very boring. Connor, I thought was a sweet boy. Why he stuck with Mackenzie, maybe he's just used to the abuse, but I wouldn't. I feel like they're actually going to stay together and have kids too, which is disappointing for him. Moira, my messy queen. I felt very complicated about Moira the whole time. Part of me loves Moira. Part of me is like, Moira is my favorite out of everyone. And another part of me just doesn't like her. I don't know why. The decisions she made, the way she felt in the house, I felt like she was in her head, and it made me in my own head thinking of how I felt about her. It's just very complicated. I really like her, but some of the decisions she made, some of the actions she did, some of the vibes she gave off, I just don't really like. She was kind of cold sometimes, and I don't know. I just felt very weird about her, but I still really like her. She's very complicated. I think she's someone that's hard to edit on TV, maybe. But I think in person, she'd be amazing. I think out of all of them, she'd probably be like the friend I got. Out of everyone in here, I think I'd be actually friends with Moira. Faith. I really liked Faith. I thought she was super sweet. She kind of felt like everyone's like counselor in Casa Amor. She was really just helping the girls through. And that's kind of how it came off. And she's from Kansas City, which I'm from. So I think that was really fun. I'm pretty sure she probably knows Bailey from Big Brother. So I'm kind of like more interested in her outside of the villa than I was in the villa. She was just kind of like a mom of the Casa Amor, which they didn't need. All right, we only have two left, and that is Sally. I love Sally. Do I think she's annoying? Yes. Would I want to live with her? No. The banging of the pots and pans, the playing up to the camera constantly, the leading team group activities, and laughing all the time, and being happy at everything. And do people from Virginia even exist? I thought all of that was so stupid. I think she's great at playing up to the camera, and she really did that. I think she is a sweet girl. I think she's beautiful. I think she is a really nice person. She doesn't have a bad bone in her body. But wow, she plays up to the camera. And it's pretty cringe. It didn't make me not like her at all. It didn't get in the way of how I felt about her. But it was blatantly obvious that she plays up to the camera. And lastly, we have Jeremiah, who was so nice. His accent kind of got on my nerves at first. But he just made bad decisions. That's what got him out of there. Out of all the people, I think I would want him to come back. Out of all the boys and all the girls, I would want him to do a return. Because I think he deserves it. And I kind of hope he finds love after the show. Because he was a sweet boy. He just made bad decisions. And I also wanted to add in that I completely forgot about the gay porn star that they just mysteriously kicked off. His name on the show was Noah Purvis. But on the gay porn site Corbin Fisher, he was Ethan. I've seen the videos there, whatever. But I thought it was just so strange. Like, I understand kind of why they kicked him off, especially if he didn't disclose that information to them. I don't think it was just because it was in gay porn necessarily. I just thought it was I don't think he would have been casted if CBS had known. I think it was a CBS kind of thing. The only thing I thought about it was weird was how they just mysteriously just edited him out. They just didn't talk about his exit. No one mentioned him in any of the clips or videos. Like, he just straight up disappeared and was gone. I thought that was so bizarre and weird. But wrapping the season up, I really did enjoy it. The casting did a lot better than what they normally do. And I thought the drama was really high. I felt like I actually watched almost every episode except for the recap ones. Who watches those? Why do they even have them? I don't know. But I actually watched all of them. Normally I drop off halfway through on the UK ones, and that's what I did last season and stuff like that. But I didn't. I watched the whole thing. I would recommend it. The producing was really great. My last little gripe comes to the finale. I kind of talked about this a little bit on my Sims finale, but the whole money twist I think just doesn't work, and it's stupid. No one's ever picked the money. You know, I was glad that we had something groundbreaking with our first Black winners of Love Island. I think that's amazing, and you know, I think that alone sets this season apart from all the others. However, part of me did want Johnny and Sally to win, and for like Johnny to take the money or Sally to take the money, because I felt like that was the only time ever that would have actually happened. That twist is just so stupid and pointless because it never happens. No one's ever going to pick that and want to be the bad guy. But with Johnny already being the bad guy, and Sally, you know, already kind of having ammunition against him, there was actually potentially a possibility of that really happening. Do I think it would have? No. But I had fantasized about them winning and potentially doing that. I thought that would have been a really fun, exciting ending. I just don't see the point of that twist existing. I want to know if there's like a way to improve it. You know, I kind of did a thing on mine, but I don't know. I don't know how to improve the twist to make it actually possible, but I feel like it's never going to happen. They just need to cut it off. Like, they just need to just have a winner and just ditch the money thing. Because, like, if you're not going to have, like, a hated couple like Johnny and Sally winning, then I don't think it's going to be possible for that to actually happen. I think people are just too afraid of being, like, the most hated person by doing that to someone. But I think it'd be so juicy and fun. I just don't see the point. I think they need to start introducing more, like, secretive, do they just want the money type of people in the house to have that actually be an element. It's just not an element right now. But yeah, that's my little chat about the season 2 of Love Island US. What you guys think about the season? Make sure you also go back and watch mine, if you haven't, of The Sims 4 Love Island, hosted by me, Hotdogs. I'll have the playlist linked below. And also, of course, make sure to stay tuned for the winter special edition, holiday special, whatever. That'll be coming out in December. I'll keep you posted on dates on that. And that'll wrap up my Love Island series. Hopefully, I don't think we'll ever have a Love Island US holiday reunion, but I would like to see that as well, potentially. I think that'd be kind of juicy. But yeah, this is going to be the last video for a while. I'm going to take a couple of days off, but make sure you come back here on Friday, October 23rd, where we start our Halloween video marathon, where every single day leading up to Halloween, I post a video, and the theme is American Horror Story. So every day is going to be a new season of American Horror Story, where I recreate a lot that you can download and a family that you can download on the Sims Gallery at Singleton RW. All of them are already posted if you want a little sneak preview. But I will have gameplay footage where they murder each other. I talk about the seasons, I rank them, and I tell you what I think of American Horror Story, all leading up to Halloween. So stay tuned for that. I love all my beanie weenies. Bye. I also just wanted to restate that I'm talk about the looks of these Islanders a lot, and it's only because of that's kind of what the show is based off of. It's almost like a Naked Attraction type of show, and I don't actually judge people on their looks. I don't think I'm perfect looking, and I wear a hot dog suit. So I'm sorry if any of it offended you. I'm not trying to hate on them or anything. That was just my opinion and what I thought of the Islanders, because you don't really see too much of them or about them. So that was just about it. Have a good day, guys. Bye.